Hello everyone, how are you all doing? I hope you all are good. So today here we are back with a new video on Dynamo. I was about to create a video on our AutoCAD mastery, but things got busy and things got messy and I got busy. And here I thought let's create a video on Dynamo that will be useful for all of us. So I mean here this is not going to be a course on Dynamo, but whatever scripts I will be creating, I will make a video on it so that even you get to understand how Dynamo functions and how can you automate the work with the Dynamo. So here we are in line with our Revit random project which I have created, and consider a scenario where there are multiple tags for the element, and these tags can be for anything. As of now I have placed doors here of different categories, and here what if there is a requirement that the name of the project changes, and as the name of the project changes, the tag also needs to be changed. But as you see here, each tag has different set of combination, but our requirement is just this starting three letters, which is mega. So mega has to be changed to giga. So is that possible? I mean, here there will be n number of elements, thousands of elements. How can you do that in Revit? And is there any automation that Revit provides? Yes, Revit provides automation in the form of Dynamo, and that we will see today. So what we have to do, we need to go here in manage, and we need to turn on this visual programming. So let's find out why exactly Dynamo isn't showing up here. So yeah, Dynamo came up, and I mean there was some graphic error because of which it was grayed out. So now this is how the Dynamo will open. Okay, so here in visual programming in manage you will find the tab here, and this is my first video on Dynamo, so I will be covering up some basics of Dynamo. If you are well versed with Dynamo, you can skip that, or else you can sit and learn how the interface of Dynamo functions. So this is the home page where it will ask us to create a new script. Yes, I want to create a new script. And what will happen here, this is the workforce. So now this is my workspace, and if I want to understand, I mean if I create any geometry, if I want to see in my workspace, I can go here and I can change this graph. If I set this to visual programming, here whatever programming I will do it will be shown here, and this is for the graph. So I am holding my right click of my mouse to pan around, and if I go here, this is again a visual programming page. So now as I mentioned here, that we are trying to create a script, and this script will change the tags. I mean it will not change the tag, it will change the text input in the tag, and manual work is very tedious. We will try to automate this with Dynamo. So let's proceed further. So very first thing what I want to tell you is I need a node. Okay, so Dynamo is famous for visual programming, and here each node represents the element. I mean with the help of the node you can decide how you want to interact with the elements. Okay, so here now this is a category, right? If I select here, it shows here as door. So now door is what category? I need to tell Revit that first pull out door category. So I'll do right click, and then I'll write here CATA. Okay, and then here categories will come up. So this is my first node, and if I click here, I mean here it was very far away. So what I did, I am using my mouse wheel to zoom in and out, and I'll place this at the corner, and here you can see that all the categories which are there in this particular model, it will come up here. All right, it will come up here. So now, as we have got categories, I need to tell Revit that select all elements of this particular category. So for that purpose, what I'll do, I'll go here and I'll write here all elements of a category, and I'll just keep this closer. Let's organize everything so that it looks neat and tidy. All right. So now door is a category. What it will do, it will select every element in that category and it will apply that property. After that, I need another node here. Okay, I need another node. So for that purpose, I'll do right click and then I'll write here element dot get parameter. Okay, so element dot get parameter, element dot get parameter. So here value will write here value. All right, so let's give a space after parameter, and what it says here, it's get family parameter. This is not the node that we are looking in, so what we'll do, we'll delete this. Again, we'll write here element dot, and then here get parameter value, just a minute, parameter value by name. All right, parameter by name. And here, I mean, here again, this is a different node that is coming in. We'll delete this and we'll just type in here if we are unable to find it over there. So what is the node? Element dot get parameter, element dot get parameter, and then value by name. So this is the parameter which we are looking in for, and I believe here, because of the space, this is not coming in. So what we'll do, we'll close in all the space first. We'll close in all the space first. Let me just go over there, and as we close in the spaces, there are so many elements that comes up here. I mean different nodes that comes up here. So element dot get parameter. Okay, so now what we are trying to do with this node is we are trying to get the parameter. Okay, so we are telling Revit that this is a door category, and of this door category there is this particular parameter on which you need to focus. Right, so here we'll just see not this one. Let me just go back. Yes, element dot parameter value by name, this is the one what we are looking in for, and we'll keep it here again very close in line. So now what we are doing with this one is we are telling Revit that this is a door category. Pull all the elements of a door category, and here of that door category, this is a parameter what we are looking into. All right, and then we need another string here. I mean, we need another string. So String.Replace, if we type in, we'll get this one. So this is another node. What it will do, it will get in the information. It will search for the text. For example, here it will look in for this text in all this door category, and then it will replace it. Okay, it will replace it. So now I believe until here it's very clean to you. It's very understandable. And then we have our major node, which will be the last one. After that, they all are very minor. So Element.SetParameter by name, parameter by name. Okay, so Element.SetParameter by name, this is the one. So what it will do is it will uh, replace it. I mean, here what we are telling Revit that this is the particular element and this is the parameter, and to that parameter you replace this value. All right. So this will do the final talking. I will just summarize what we have done here. So first we have pull in the category. We are telling Revit that here this is the door category. You pull this, you pull all the categories of a door. And then here what we are doing, we are telling Dynamo that this is the element. And here of this particular element, there is going to be another node here. Find this parameter. And of this particular parameter, you look in for this particular text and you replace it. And what this will do is this will set the value. I mean, here string.replace does the job, but this final parameter, what it will do is here it will understand the information what this string is passing, and it will hold on to it. Okay, it will hold on to it. So now here there are three different strings which we need to add. So what we will do, we will first add a string here. This is the first one. Okay, and then we will copy this simply, and we'll have three different strings here. All right, so we'll keep this here. We will keep this here, and let's keep this here. Let's keep this somewhat here. And what we will do here, we'll tell Dynamo that what we are looking in will come here in Revit, and we'll tell Dynamo that you find in mark, which is capital M. So we have to be very careful why this is, because this is case sensitive. So we are telling Dynamo that this is the mark parameter that you need to look in, and in that mark parameter, what you have to do, you have to look in for meg. Okay, you need to replace meg by giga. You need to replace meg by giga. So now here we are telling Dynamo that this is the information that you need to look in, and this is the information that you need to replace. All right, and here again this is the parameter that you need to set. Once you get all the element information, once you get all the element information from here, you focus on this particular parameter, and then you replace it with this value. Okay, so here we are pulling in the element. Here we are focusing on the parameter value, but here we are replacing the value of that parameter. Here we are replacing the value of that parameter. I hope it is not a confusion to you. I kept very simple. What you are doing, you are pulling the categories. You are getting the information about those parameter, and then that parameter you are replacing it here. Okay, so now what will happen here is just see what will happen here. Once I come here and I will simply look in for door, I'll press D here. I'll press D, and then all the doors category will be pulled in. And here I have set this to manual. If I set this to auto, at each node when I connect this wires, it will run. I don't want that to happen. That's the reason I have kept this to manual, and then I will simply run it. So when I run it, Dynamo has given us an error, which we will see what is this. Again, I am pressing my wheel to pan around, and here it says that Element.SetParameterByName expects argument types. So here we need to find out where exactly we went wrong. And just a minute. So I think we have done a mistake here. This wire, we will remove it. And I mean, here this is a parameter name, right? So this string what we have attached here, that is fine, but this string here, This is fine here because this is giving the information about this particular two different strings. And what we need to do here is this all elements category, right? This we need to stick here. I mean, this we need to connect here, and this particular node will go here. All right. So what we have done here is we are telling this particular node that get the information for the elements from this particular category, which is over here. And once you get the information about the category, you focus on this particular parameter, and then you replace in with this giga text. All right, so this we will add it here, and then I'll just zoom out. I mean, I'll minimize it and then I'll run it. So as I ran the script, what has happened, just see here, the entire text what we were trying to replace, it has replaced now. Here the tags were very few, but just imagine what if this is a project where n number of elements are there, how you will do in that case. So here there was just a mistake what I did. So we need to tell Dynamo that here you get the value information from the string replace, because it has collected all the information. It has collected what we are looking in for, what we need to replace in, and then element information we gave from this particular node, and then parameter information it is collecting it from here, and simply we ran and it has done the job. So yes, learners, as always, let us rise and shine together. Slowly and steady, I will cover up other parts of Dynamo. Thank you so much. As always, let us rise and shine together. Thank you.